The next three pieces are all to do with scales that don't have 7 notes. Now to explain that, let's look at the diatonic scale. C major, for example, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then it starts again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Even if you play modes of the major scale, it's still going to be 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, for example. Or if you play harmonic minor, it'll still be 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then it starts again. We have these three pieces that are going to have either 5, 6, or 8 notes in them. First one is number 14, East and West, pentatonic scale, as the name suggests. It's going to have 5, and the way the child can learn this is we're going to take the key of this piece, which is D pentatonic, and instead of being the 5-finger position in D major like that, the top 2 fingers are going to move up 1, and this will give us the pentatonic scale, which is characterized by not having any half steps or semitones in it. So when you play all these notes, you never have anything that's a semitone apart. And it's a very relaxed kind of scale. It's also very common in folk music from all around the world. And for some reason, it's specially connected to music from the Far East. And so that's why I've called it East and West. Now let's go to number 15, swinging lazily. This is the whole tone scale. You'll appreciate that the 12 semitones or half steps of the octave can be divided up very neatly into 6 whole steps. You can try it from C to C, for example, going only in whole steps. There you're 6 before you get up to the top C. And you could also do it a step above that, like this. And the pupils should try those scales a little bit first. If you go one more step above, you can see that you're getting those are exactly the same notes as you had originally. Sounds the same. So there really are only 2 transpositions of that whole tone scale. Interesting difference between that and the diatonic scale, where we have, of course, 12 different keys of the major scale, whereas in the whole tone they're just those 2 scales. Now to number 16, the third of our 3 pieces that are to do with scales that don't have 7 notes. And it's the octatonic scale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And I'll show you how the alternation works. Here's your semitone, there's your tone, there's semitone, tone, semitone, tone, semitone. And then of course a tone for the last one up at the top. Now with this particular piece, I've simplified it a little bit and given the students just the first 5 notes so that they can stay in the 5-finger position like this. And the left hand's going to play the same down there. And then we're going to mess it up for them a little bit so that in the middle of the piece, there's a little shift like that, which is another transposition of that fragment of the octatonic scale, and then it'll shift back. In the later books, they'll get the full octatonic scale.